Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash, and I have got a part two to a video I did last weekend called The Hood Truck Paradox. So that video was a great video, in my opinion. Go watch it if you want to, if you haven't already. It did fairly well, so I think a lot of people liked it. But I want to clarify a few things in that video uh, that I think were maybe not conveyed properly or misinterpreted. So first things first, let's talk about the hood truck paradox, and that is, if you didn't watch the video, I'll explain it real quick. I like to talk about a fuel efficient operation, and I like to talk about the extra money you could make in fuel savings by running a fuel efficient operation. But for some reason, everyone wants to convince me and tell me I'm absolutely wrong about the hood truck situation. Now, not everyone. I shouldn't say everyone. A lot of people try to convince me of that. So here's what I want to say about that video. Number one, in no way was I trying to convince anyone to not drive a hood truck. If you want to drive a hood truck, you drive a hood truck. I thought I made that very clear. That video's purpose was to say, hey, please stop trying to convince me to go get a hood truck. It's not my thing. Okay. So, one thing I did leave out on the hood truck paradox, and the hood truck paradox is these guys always email me and leave comments and say, well, you don't understand because your truck is worth nothing after a few years, and my truck holds its resale value. Okay. Debatable. Okay, it's debatable. But if you go back and watch the video, I'll make a point of how much you can save on fuel economy versus your resale value. Okay, now here's the thing: if you're basing that on resale value, you've got to sell the truck to collect that money, and then you got to buy another truck in this inflated, inflationary environment, which is not good. So that's why I stick with aerodynamic fuel efficient operation because I get that money now. Like every time I go to fill up the truck, it's like free money straight to my investment accounts. Whereas if you got if you're on that resale game argument, you've got to actually sell the truck to recoup that money, which means you're losing out on all the interest and dividends that you could be are getting paid along the way. But that's what I left out that I wanted to say about that. But let's get into the part of the video that I think was misinterpreted a lot. I explained the hood truck's not for me, okay? And that was the main point of that video. I don't want to own a hood truck. I've driven hood trucks. It's just not my thing. I don't care about, what people think about how I look or drive a truck, which truck, this, that, and the other, okay? It's not for me. It's not for me. Now, with that being said, if it's your personal choice to drive a hood truck, I was not telling you you shouldn't do that. You should do what makes you happy as a truck driver. Okay. My point in the video was to point out how much money you could potentially be leaving on the table with a truck that gets 5 miles per gallon. And to me, you double down on that if you've got a huge truck payment associated with the low fuel economy. Now, here's like the one part that to me is it's justifiable. And like say, you ain't got to prove nothing to me. But in my opinion, if you've got a hood truck and it's paid off and you like it and you work on it and it's your baby, like don't 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 there's no need to go get a different truck. You see what I'm saying? Like I had a guy ask me in a live show the other day. By the way, come join me for the live shows. If you're not joining in on those, you're missing out on a lot of fun, I think. But I had a guy email me the other day and he says, or he left a comment in a live show and said, I've got about a year left on payments on this hood truck, and should I sell it and get a fuel efficient truck? And here's my opinion on that. if you are in the prime earning years of your life, like, 30 to 50, when you should make the majority of the money in your life, then um, to me, you should be in the most profitable situation you can. And that's just how I see it. But here's the thing. If you're getting near retirement and you've got a hood truck that you love driving it, you know how to work on it, all of that stuff, it's not worth going out, and especially if you don't run a lot, because that's the thing about truck payment versus paid off truck is if your paid off truck uses a little bit more fuel or maybe even a lot more fuel, okay, versus an efficient truck, you've got to run a certain amount of miles to make that fuel efficient truck pay for itself. Now, that was my take on it. If you're near retirement and you're running like, 5,000 miles a month, no, I would not switch out. I would keep the truck you have, pay it off, enjoy it. Because here's the thing, truck payments, that's going to happen every single month until you pay it off. Versus if you're not running a lot, that fuel cost isn't hurting you as bad because you're not running as much. You see what I'm saying? So if you're running, 10,000, 12,000 miles a month, yeah, a fuel efficient truck could probably pay for itself over time. But that's one of those things you've got to crunch the numbers on. I can't tell you what's wrong or right, but if you have a truck you like and it's doing you right and it saves you money because you like to work on it and you're not running that many miles, then to me, you've got no problem there. Don't go fixing things that ain't broke, that type of thing. But for me personally, I'm in them get after it years where I need to be stacking some real money. And that's why I go fuel efficient. That's why I say you won't convince me on the hood truck. And to me, I'm not trying to convince you to not do a hood truck. If you love hood trucks, drive a hood truck by all means. You just have to understand the cost of running that truck. And I think most people do that get into those trucks. I don't think you get into it and then go, well, damn, I thought I was going to be getting, 8.5 miles per gallon out of this, 2004, Kenworth W900. I don't think many people think that way. But if you've got a title in your hand, in no way was I trying to convince you to go buy a truck. I was just simply presenting the other side of the argument. And the main reason I made it into a video was because about 1 to 2 times a month, I get emails from people saying, like, how dare you say a fuel efficient truck is the way to be? It is for me. I mean, I don't know about your situation, but if I'm in the prime earning years of my life, I need that money. Like, and if you're driving a hood truck for vanity, then I can't say nothing to you. If you're driving it because you need to look cool, then we're on different planets. But I used to drive a truck, or I used to own a truck that didn't get good fuel economy to me. It got like 6.5 miles per gallon or so, and I had the title to the damn thing. So I ran the hell out of it. I was like, I would much rather be able to park that truck in my driveway, and I did this from time to time, and literally take a month off. And the only thing it cost me was $360 in bobtail insurance every month, and that was it. Other than like $100 for the tag, if you break it down over the year. I was living in Tennessee at the time. Tags were like, I don't know, $1,050 or something. It was nothing. I mean, that truck could literally sit there in the driveway and cost me less than $500 a month. Do I care that it got 6.5 miles per gallon? Hell no. Because I did most of the work on the thing. Like, I totally get where you guys are coming from with that. I've been that guy before. But for me, I'm not trying to convince you to, get a fuel efficient truck. But I made that video more for the specific crowd of people that keep telling me that I need a hood truck and I don't get it. And I'm like, no, no, I've been there. I've done all that. You know, I've lived it. I got the T-shirt, and we've moved on now. But that's it, guys. That's Hood Truck Paradox Part 2. Just wanted to clarify some things there. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I much appreciate it. Take care of each other out there. Remember, people are more important than trucking. Is anybody worried about fuel economy these days? I know I am. That's why I got me a channel partnership with Hotshot Secrets, because I trust these guys. They do all their engineering, all their product testing right here in America. This is Diesel Extreme. This big 2-quart jug treats 160 gallons. You're going to want to start off with this one because, in my opinion, that's going to clean those injectors better than anything else on the market. It's going to get the water out of your fuel system. And then after you're done running that one, run that tank out. Come back, get this right here. Everyday diesel treatment. Easy to measure bottle. This treats 400 gallons. This little bottle does. Treats 400 gallons. Check it out. Best stuff on the market. I run it. I get great fuel economy. I appreciate them. Use the link in the description below. If you've got a CDL, you can get a 10% discount with those guys on their website, which makes it cheaper than pretty much anywhere else you're going to find it. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. I appreciate it very much. If you haven't smashed that like button, think about subscribing. And more importantly, if you want to watch more content from my channel, click on the video here. Thanks, everybody.